Hey Scorpio, this is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your April Aries season reading. This is going to be a general reading for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Just some little ground rules. This is going to be a general reading. So with that being said, take it as it resonates. Don't try to force any messages. If it doesn't make sense to your situation or there's bits that just don't line up, leave that particular message on the table. Only take what applies to you. I also have been finding this is like the general reading, so I will do a separate round of love readings, but a lot of relationship things have been popping up in the general readings. So even though if I may be talking about work or you know, personal development, but if it's making sense to a romantic situation, or I'm talking about a person that makes you think, you know, to someone you're talking to, or a friend, a family member, you know, then for you, that's how it's playing out. So don't, if I'm talking work and it doesn't feel like work or vice versa, that is okay. Apply it where it needs to go, okay? All right. Let's get into it. Scorpio, I hope you guys are staying safe and taking care of yourself. I know it's a crazy time for all of us. Lots of changes going on, lots of just don't quite know where everything's going. Ooh. But hope you guys are hanging in there. That is a lot. We are not taking that. We'll leave that guy. Ooh. We'll take you. You flipped. We'll take you. Falling in quite a neat little stack. Nope, there we go. I saw you flip over there. Yes. I think that's 6. I think we'll take that. Yeah, nothing else? Okay, cool. Bottom of the deck right now, Ace of Wands. Definitely liking that. Okay. We're going to go through these in order. First one out. Ooh. Scorpio. Look at that. First card out, we have the Devil energy here. Okay, so could be dealing with a Capricorn if this is a relationship thing. Maybe, possibly, not guaranteed. But Devil energy. Lots of sexual energy, lots of, yes, addiction, but this could be about things, feelings, emotions, substances, anything external that's running the show. Versus you, right? So you could be falling into a few things, because sometimes this can be emotional. This could be, you know, pain, sadness, fear, and that's what's fueling you. That's what's holding the strings, right? Look, here we have 7 of Cups, confusion, right? This confusion could even be what's fueling you, the uncertainty, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what I'm going to do next. How do I make it through? How do I make this right? How do I make this work? That can totally be a scary thing. Look. Now we also have isolation here, 5 of Pentacles. It's looking kind of rough for you right now, Scorpios. I'm sorry. This is scary times for all of us. And yes, you guys feel things very intensely. So I can't say that it's a stunner that you guys are feeling things this strongly. But I will say, especially starting with the Devil, whatever it is that's kind of keeping you. And you may not necessarily be scared. Like, you could totally just be anxious. I don't want to make it like you're, like, cowering in the corner. But internally, it looks like you guys are feeling a lot of things. Maybe so much that you kind of don't even know what it is. You just kind of feel stuck in all of that, and it can feel overwhelming and scary. Oh, now we get to some good news. Here we have the Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords coming out on top of this Devil card. To me, this is actually really nice, because the Page of Swords, this is our rebel, our inventor, our creative thinker, our problem solver. You know, this is the person, if you've been following me for a long time, you know, when I started this channel, I used to always quote the live-action Disney Cinderella. There's a line where she's talking to the prince. She doesn't know he's the prince yet. And she says, just because it's what's been done doesn't mean it's what should be done. That is, like, perfect Page of Swords. Like, that is absolutely Page of Swords. Just because it's what everyone else does doesn't mean that's what you need to be doing. Doesn't even mean it's the best thing to do, the right thing to do, or whatever. This is a beautiful attitude to have in contrast to the Devil. Just because it's a scary time doesn't mean I need to be scared. Just because this is an uncertain time doesn't mean I can't make a decision on what to do. Just, fill in the blanks however you will. Yay! Oh, huge turnaround. Then we have the Three of Cups, celebration, rejoicing. This could even be a little group, like your core group of friends, right? Right? Because you can kind of see it's a little small intimate gathering here for this particular card. But this is finding the celebration, finding the light in the dark, right? And then you have the Four of Wands. Beautiful. Another card of celebration. And to me, this is always a card of like gratitude and gratefulness, right? Because it's a little more communal when we get to the Four of Wands. Three of Cups is friends, and it's a little more intimate, right? It's a little close celebration, with your tribe. Where Four of Wands can definitely be taken as a community coming together. And I think that's going to be a huge success. I feel like that's the kind of solution that's being portrayed up top. Because here, look at it. Here you're alone facing this big demon. Here you're alone, unsure of what to do, where to go. Here you're definitely alone and almost locked away, right? You can kind of see you're like locked behind this big old door here. But at the same time, you have the key. And I think that's really what's going on. We may be feeling all these things, especially you, Scorpio, with all these intense emotions that are just general flying around, and then you feeling them to the umpth degree, right? Which is a beautiful thing. Right now, we want to make sure we keep it in control if what we're feeling isn't the greatest. But it's the same kind of thing. It's the, I'm smaller than this issue. I have no idea what I should be doing next. There's no one there to help me, and I'm all alone right now because I can't even talk to my tribe, right? I can't be with them. This Page of Swords is the turning point. This Page of Swords is where the creative skills, the creative problem solving starts to come in, where we start to find, okay, so I can't do things how I normally would. All of those familiar ways have been taken away, right? So now you have to create new ones. And I mean, Scorpio, if anyone can transform, it's you. Like this, to me, this is like a test in your own natural powers. This is a strengthening of sorts, right? So I don't want to say it's like a test, because it's not a test, but this isn't something that's being done to you, but it is an opportunity being given to you to strengthen, to grow, to learn, to adapt. And I say that and it can come off kind of like, I don't know what I want to call it right now, but it can come off like preachy and just like, oh yeah, whatever. Stop talking about it like it's not a thing. I totally get that. I hear it. But at the same time, it doesn't make it any less true. Like, even though this is challenging and it's full of obstacles, there's also opportunities in it. Now, may we have to dig a little deeper to find them? Sure, of course, naturally. But again, it's in that digging that we temper those natural strengths, abilities, and talents that you already have, that are already prone to your sign and your character and your nature, right? So how can we connect? Again, how can we bring people together? How can we kind of end this situation, right? And then, celebrate together as one community. And this could even be a global community, right? But it's going to take some problem solving. And of course, it's starting now with your own personal world, right? I'm not talking about you're going to heal the entire planet in a day. This is about starting with you, your own little bubble, your own little circle. Then from your circle it goes to your community, and then when it goes from your community, it goes to your town. Then extrapolate that out until you've healed the entire planet, right? But this is about taking control back. This is about taking control of your situation, right? And a big part of it is kind of realizing you're not on your own, but how you interact and how you connect with others and with your tribe specifically is going to change. And that's okay. It's going to change for the better, right? If anything, it becomes stronger, or it even becomes bigger. And with you just think about the movement that's happening on kind of a global scale. Everyone's like people working from home or working over the internet. People are getting together over like what is it? It's like Netflix party and having like cyber happy hours. So even though physically we're alone, we're still connected. And that's a beautiful thing. Even now that I say that, I'm looking at the the constellation in this Three of Cups, right? So they're all separate individual stars, separated by who knows how many miles and everything. But, you know, they still come together and form a little picture, right? It's the Big Dipper, or Little Dipper, I don't know. One of those. It's a big old spoon in the sky. But it's how do we start linking these pieces back together versus feeling like we're isolated and scared and stuck and can't really move forward. I hope that makes sense. For you guys, I kind of want to go through the bottom of the deck. Because we have here the Ace of Wands, which I'm all about. The Emperor, as well as Strength. Look at that. Those are beautiful. So I showed you Ace of Wands already, because again, it's about reigniting that fire, that passion. And like any ace, it does speak to new. It's like a new beginning, a new offer, a new gift, a new opportunity. This is really reigniting this flame. This Page of Wands is kind of going to bring back that spark. And then look at the energies you embody after that. The Emperor and Strength, right? Peace, confidence, control in a way. And then the Emperor, grounded, leadership, another natural quality you possess, Scorpio. Oh, I need to put that on silent. You know, and again, taking charge. And, you know, having this Emperor card pop up, you know, ruled by Mars, shows me that with this Three of Cups, and maybe even with this Four of Wands, you, as, you know, this Emperor, you are leading the way for others around you. So you could be the one who starts this for your tribe. You know, make those calls. Hey, you know, I really miss you guys and we don't get to hang out, but I was thinking, you know, maybe this Friday, you know, we can all get on a video chat and have like a little happy hour together, or, you know, we can all watch a movie together, you know, that kind of stuff. So even though you're in your own house and practicing social distancing and all that fun stuff, you honestly could have, or could use, not have, you already have it, but you could use this influence to help kind of put all the puzzle pieces back together, to bring all the separate units back to the whole, right? And then from there we create these new communities that are, you know, familiar but, you know, evolved. Oh, I like that. Familiar yet evolved. Let's see if I remember this by the end of the video, and I'll name it that. Familiar yet evolved. Ha. Love it. Okay, let's pull some more cards for you guys. Move those puppies on the side. It's feeling real fancy. I was like, let me bust out a whole bunch of new decks. Make this fun. I'm like looking out the window. It's like the sun is just setting, so I'm like looking out at the sky, and it's all like blue and pink and orange. Actually, it's very similar to this. Now that I'm like looking outside. All right. So this is the Archetypes deck. Oh, there we are. Oh, we got two. Stop it. We're going to start with this one. Stop it, look. Oh, I put him back. We're going to pull him out again. Now, if you needed more confirmation, here it is. You had the Emperor. Now you also have the King. Look at that. So leader, ruler, calling some major shots. This is amazing. And then, I mean, I don't want to make it like you're the martyr or anything, but it's like, even look at like the stigmata on his palm, right? So there's a little martyrness in there. So I'm surprised I actually said martyr without kind of thinking. I think it's technically a wax seal, but it's definitely giving me like major stigmata vibes. And then the first card that came out was the Judge. And you think about like what the judge does. What does he do in court, right? Calls the shots, makes the decision. Sorry, I'm scooching around over here. You know, kind of how do you want to put it? He keeps order. Right, he kind of lays down the law. Same kind of thing when you think about the King, right? Obviously in different capacities, you know, just saying. But there is this kind of authoritative, I don't know why that word was just all like blah, 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 blah. You know, authoritative air to both of these cards. Honestly, I think this is really about you taking the right action and being the advocate, right, for your tribe, for your group, or just for the way forward. There's this, and even you also had the strength card, so there's also this level of compassion and care in it, right? Because these two forces, granted, you know, they could be, you know, complete dicks about things, but really what it's about caring for people, right? The king cares for his kingdom, his country. The judge is trying to do what's best for the parties involved. Plaintiff deciding a fair verdict, right? Taking care of the jury. All of these things. To me, that's the strongest thing that's coming out. So even though you may feel scared and turbulent and isolated and alone, know that you're not. Not at all. Not at all. And also, you kind of stepping up and kind of taking the next steps and taking the actions to, you know, reunite everyone to find a little more normalcy and familiarity. You actually help to kind of plant that. It's almost like planting little seeds of light, little bits of positivity. You are part of the spread of that. I almost feel weird saying start. You're kind of it. Like you like, you're not part of it. You're the start of it. But it's that leadership quality is the thing I kind of keep coming back to. And again, it's something that is strong in you, Scorpio. It is something that's very strong in you. I'm gonna shuffle this, and then we're gonna cut this one. There it is. Actually, it's so weird. I think you're gonna get two, because I was like, it felt like it was gonna be lower. Oop! As I take up a little Page of Swords wants to play. All right. Called it. Called it. Called it. Called it. So here's the first card we cut to. Love this. And what a beautiful image. I love this card. I think I love this card just because it's so pretty. Like, it's literally just pretty. Like, I can't. It's the most epic, peaceful Lisa Frank folder I've ever seen. But you guys got the, I think it's, was it Tree of Souls? Tree of Souls. Beautiful card. Prompt on the bottom says collective wisdom, kinship groups, and library. We've talked a lot about those kinship groups, how we're trying to keep the tribe connected. And then the second card we pulled out, healing the earth. Didn't we talk about that? Right? And it's so funny, we literally talked about healing yourself, healing your tribe, healing your community, and keep extrapolating that out. Here it is again. Again, more confirmation. You guys are tuned in, Scorpios. Healing the earth, love, humility, respect. To me, that connects to this judge and the king, right? That compassionate, authoritarian. That's the word I wanted. Oh, there it is. Compassionate authoritarian, right? I'm doing the best for the group. I'm trying to make sure everyone is respected and loved and feeling safe and good and positive at a time where, you know, those feelings might be a little hard to find, right? But I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do my best, and you're probably already doing it, right? I feel like the first part of this reading is just kind of acknowledging that inside, yes, there's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on that you yourself are sorting out. But the way you kind of get that is start to bring other people in. Not necessarily that you're bringing them so they can heal you, but by working with others and finding that pace again, that naturally helps your own healing, and you end up healing yourself while you're healing others, right? Because when we heal the earth, you are still part of the earth, right? You're still part of this community. That does not exclude you. Okay, we are going to get a divine direction card before I let you guys go. But very, very positive reading. So Scorpio, if you are feeling these kind of darker, you know, more shadow emotions, I promise you, reconnecting and finding new ways to kind of operate. I'm actually not gonna, that was my clumsy fingers. We're not taking that one. That's way too much. Spirit's like, oh, you don't want to take my cards now? No, just kidding. Totally lost my track. Stop it. I'm still putting those back. It's my clumsy fingers. Yeah, that was like 6 cards. Got all flushed up. Forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, if you are feeling any of those lower emotions or any lower vibrations, again, reconnecting, getting the gang back together, finding... Woo! We're going to take that first one. The rest of these went flying all over the place. Not happening. Oh, I like those, though. Those are fun. So the cards that were over here were skills and trust. I'm still going to put them back. But some of you might enjoy that. But here we go. Look at this. You guys got music. Actually, one of my favorite cards. I love this card. So music. Express yourself by playing an instrument or singing. Music will lift your spirits. And look at that. Weren't we just talking about these low vibrations? So yes, play some music. And this, honestly, I don't see this. I mean, of course you can play music for yourself. Totally. Put on your favorite jams. Shift the energy of the room. Will help to shift the energy around and within you. But this music, I feel like it's more connected to your group. You know, if it was a normal thing for you and your friends to go out to a bar or like, you know, music events, concerts, you know, open mic type situations. Having something similar to that, but in, you know, kind of a new digital sense, might be a powerful thing for you. And not just for you, for all the people involved. Maybe something to consider, how to bring in music. Or even musicals, if you're a musical junkie. Watch a musical over Netflix. I think it's called Netflix Party, I think is what it's called. All those little pieces I hear about. But could play a big factor. And again, I love this card because I totally believe that in music. Like literally listening to music changes the energy of the space. And again, that's going to help change the energy within and around yourself. So there is your reading, Scorpios. I hope you take something from it. I hope it helps to give you some guidance and comfort in this time. As always, sending you love. I'm wishing you the best during these times. Remember to keep yourself safe and healthy. Wash your hands. Stay indoors. If you do go out, wear a mask. Just trying to limit as much contact and exposure as possible to help protect yourself and others. But I'm going to let you guys go. Love you as always. Feel free to hit me up in the comments if you just want to share something, talk about something. All that info down below. Alright, love you guys, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Scorpio.